position unless we do get a good one out of there and get good coverage on it.
Calvin Payne, a 5'5", 140-pound senior, is in deep safety for Tilghman, standing back on the Mayfield 47. Hancock puts a toe to it and gets off a high spiral, backs Payne back inside the 50 at his own 45. He's trying to make the return. He's hemmed in and stacked up at the Tilghman 47-yard line. A real good coverage. In to make it, Michael Moss, Alan Sills, and David Ivey. Real good coverage, and Tilghman will take over first down and 10 yards to go from their own 47-yard line. 7-3. Mayfield trails it here midway in the third quarter. Al Hodge checks in as the Tilghman quarterback. Derek Thomas is the fullback. Flowers is the tailback. Covington's the right halfback. They line up in the wishbone, full house backfield. Now Flowers goes to a slot, and Hill splits to the left side. Flowers goes in motion to the right. Hodge drops, rolls to his right. He's wanting to throw, looking, finds some running room, and is stacked up as he gets up close to the 50-yard line. Kip Powell stacked him up. Hodge on a roll out to the right side. The official gives him 2 on the play, up to the 49. It'll bring up second down, 8 yards to go for Tilghman at that point. 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. Tilghman 7, Mayfield 3. Next week, the Redbirds are on the road again, taking on the Marshall County Marshals after completing a 3-week homestand here against Tilghman. Hill again splits about 10 yards to the left side. Flowers in the slot. Let's see if he goes in motion. He does not. Hodge drops straight back, fires it downfield, complete to Flowers at the Mayfield 35-yard line. The pass was complete. Mark Lawson and Kenny Hyde were covering on the play, but Hill made a beautiful reception down at the Mayfield 35, and it's 1st and 10, and they're threatening again, Ron.
Well, they are. That was a beautiful play, and I want to tell you, you just don't cover that, because when you look at a situation like the receiver was right on his pattern, the pass was perfect. One thing, the Cardinals are not getting any pressure on the quarterback. One reason for that is Derek Thomas. They've got to watch for him. There he goes.
The handoff to Thomas. He gets a couple. He actually got more of that. He broke away from David Ivey and got 2 more. Give him a gain of 4 on the play as he goes from the 35 down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6. Danny McReynolds finally finished him off there. And Tilghman faced with a 2nd down and 6 at the Mayfield 31-yard line. Inside the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Tilghman leads it 7-3. Hoffman breaks out over the football. Hodge has got a full house backfield. 2nd down, 6. Now Flowers makes a motion as a slot to the left side. Hodge spins to nothing. In fact, he lost yardage back to the 31-yard line, and it was Kenny Hyde along with Steve Elliott that made the stop, and they had that play diagnosed beautifully. He lost a yard back to the 32, and it brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. And the Redbirds need to hold them right here. Checking the defensive front line. Sherrill and Watts at the ends. Ivey and McReynolds at the tackles. Dowdy's your nose. Powell and Owens are the halfbacks. Lawson and Bransford are the corners. Heights the strong safety. Morris the free safety. Flowers in motion to the right side. Hodge drops straight back. Wants to throw. Fires it downfield. It's complete. He had it. He dropped it. The pass was intended for Billy Watson down at the Mayfield 19-yard line. Watson could not handle the reception, and it brings up 4th down and 6 yards to go. The incompleted pass will arrest the clock with 4:59 remaining in the third quarter. 4th down and 6 for Tilghman at the Mayfield 32.
Now again, on that pattern, Larry, the end was wide open. When they downed, the pass was there. It was in his hands and out, and we're very lucky they don't have a first down way down inside the territory. This is a big 4th down, and they're going for it.
4th down and 6 at the Mayfield 32. Alvin Hodge, the quarterback, reaches under. Looks like they're going to make some motion. Hodge rolls to the right side. He's going for the distance. Incomplete for Billy Watson down at the 3-yard line. There was a flag on the play. Hodge rolled out to his right, looked downfield, spotted Billy Watson, but overshot him down at the Mayfield 3. It looked like the preliminary call was against Tilghman. If that's the case, the Redbirds will decline the penalty, and they'll take over first down and 10 yards to go with the incompleted pass. David Morris goes over. Now Jerome Owens says something. And apparently the Cards are going to decline this one. And they looks like, no, wait a minute. Now the Tilghman captain comes up and says something to the official. So let's wait and see. Gary Gunn down on the field. Did you see the call?
Well, I didn't see the call, Larry, but one of the other Tilghman players walked over and said something to the official, and the conversation there was that the captain really wanted to talk to him. The call was offside against Tilghman, though.
All right, Gary Gunn, if that's the case, and the Cards have possession of the football, there's no doubt about it. There's nothing to talk about. Mayfield ought to have it. First down and 10 yards to go. They do. The officials finally get their signals together. Hodge leads his offensive unit off the field. Here comes the defensive front wall of Tilghman with 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the first half. Say, don't forget, tomorrow morning at 8:30, we'll be talking with Jack Morris live at Hills Drive-In for the Coach's Corner show. And Jack will reevaluate what happened here tonight and what's in store next Friday night. It's a real good show. Tune us in the morning, 8:30, here on your sports leader, Radio 14. And say, don't forget, at 12:30, it's Murray and Moorhead. All the action from Moorhead, Kentucky. Hancock brings his troops up. First down and 10 yards to go at the 32. Jerome Owens straight up through the middle, running hard. Bangs his way across the 35 and up close to the 39-yard line. Jerome Owens running straight ahead on a power play. Got about 7 and is marked down to the 39. It'll bring up second down and 3 yards to go. Steve Wynn comes in, replacing Jamie Parrott. Wynn will move to a tailback. Owens will go to right halfback. 4.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Cards trail 7-3. This time, Kenny Hyde split out about 8 yards to the left side. In the wishbone, Hancock reaches under. Hancock rolls to his right side, cuts it up, gets a little bit as he fights across the 40 to the 41, 42-yard line. And he's going to be real close to that first down. Mike Hancock scrambling, going over his own right guard as he fights his way to the close, to the 43-yard line. Let's see if he got enough for the first down. From our vantage point, it looks like he made it.
Jerome Owen really was out there wide open, and he couldn't understand why he didn't get the pitch. He even went over and talked to the coach. He turned around with his hands. He said, hey, look, no pitch. I'm out here. Nobody's around me. And I think maybe he might mention that to Hancock in the huddle. Try me out here one time. Let's see what happens.
Stevie Wynn is running at the right halfback. Owens at tailback. Morris at fullback, and Hancock is your quarterback. First and 10 for the Cards at their own 43. Hancock deals it off to Owens, and Owens bangs to the 45. Very short running room for Jerome Owens as he went over the right side. In to make the stop was Jim Harris for Tilghman with an assist from Pedro Bacon. The official makes a spot football over the 45. So we're going to call it second down and 7 yards to go. 7-3. Mayfield trails here late in the third period. The Cardinals averted tragedy earlier when they coughed up the football at their own 25. This time lining up, Owens directly behind Morris. Wynn split out to the right side. 2nd and 7. Hancock deals it off to Steve Wynn, fights for some room, and gets a couple as he bangs up to the 47-yard line. The real estate gets precious now, as in to make the stop for Tilghman was Ron Clark, the defensive right end, with an assist from Shannon Gore, the right side linebacker. At the 47, it brings up third down and just about 5.5 yards to go for the first down. Owens and Wynn are the halfbacks, Morris at fullback, and Hancock is the quarterback. Kenny Hyde, Robert Watts are the ends. David Garland and Danny McReynolds are the tackles. Jackie Dowdy and Joe Morris are the guards. Alan Sills will snap it. Hancock reaches under Sills. Third and about 5.5. Hancock fakes, drops, rolls to the right, looks downfield, looks for running room, fires it complete to Jerome Owens. Inside the 40 and down to the Tilghman 37-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. Gary Rushing, the defensive left end, finally bounced Owens out of bounds, but Hancock's got his first completion of the night.
Well, he needed that, too, and I tell you, he did a good job of, again, eluding a Tilghman defender because he was almost in the grasp of the big linebacker breaking through, but he got the pass off. Owens made a good reception, and, of course, it's enough for the first down. The Cardinals with the ball on about the 37-yard line.
Redbirds have it, first down and 10. At the Tilghman 37 in the true wishbone. Hancock reaches under. Awaits the snap. Deals it off. Jamie Parrott. Nothing there. He is stacked up. Parrott trying to go over his own right guard was stacked up and met by Greg Bonds along with Ronnie Clark. No gain. Second down and 10 for the Cards at the 37-yard line. We're down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the third period. Cards trail 7-3. Redbirds break the huddle. Steve Wynn comes back in. Jerome Owens lines up directly behind David Morris. Kenny Hyde split out a couple of yards to the left side. Second down and 10. Quick pitch goes to Jamie Parrott. Cuts the corner. 35, 30, inside the 30, and down to the Tilghman 28-yard line. Jamie Parrott was tripped up on number 21, Jerry Pace, who came over from his cornerback spot. Nice gainer. The official is going to make the spot at just about the 29, so give him 8 on the play. It'll bring up third down and short yardage.
Jamie really running with a lot of authority there. I believe that's about the best I've seen him come out of that backfield in some time. He had full speed in 2 steps, and he was on and determined to get that yardage.
All right, third down. We're going to call it 2 yards at the Tilghman 29-yard line. Parrott, Owens, and Morris in the backfield. The ends are in tight. And look for them to go to Jerome. Hancock awaits the snap, deals it off to Owens, and he's got the first down inside the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. Jerome Owens running straight ahead. Picks up some nice yardage on the play. Jerry Pace again came up from his cornerback spot to hit him, and the Cards have it first down and 10 yards to go at the Tilghman 24. And right now, Mayfield is alternating the running backs. Owens, Steve Wynn, and Jamie Parrott are all alternating from those running back spots. Cards have it first down and 10. Morris the fullback, Hancock the quarterback. Wynn to the right side. Owens running from tailback. First and 10 at the 24. Hancock hands off. Owens fights his way to the 20. Down close to a 15-yard line. Jerome Owens hitting over his own right guard. Was backed up by Torrance and Berry. But up before a nice gainer of 8 on the play.
You know, Larry, this is a kind of a gambling down there. You've got second and very short yardage. You can almost afford to try something on this down.
I don't think Jack will try anything except straight up through the middle. That's where his yardage has come tonight, and he knows it. The Cardinals only have 1 completion. And that was Hancock to Owens, which is setting up this drive. Second down and 2 at the Tilghman 16. In the wishbone, Hancock reaches under. Rolls to the right, stacked up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Hancock looked for some running room, couldn't find it. Greg Bonds, the right side guard, stacked him up. Hancock gets nothing as the third quarter comes to an end. After 3 stanzas, Paducah Tilghman 7, Mayfield 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Why have a salad bar when you can go to Bonanza, to the food bar with over 50 items to select from? And remember, at Bonanza, kids under 12 eat free on Tuesdays. And all day on Mondays, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, you get chicken livers on the food bar. That's right, at Bonanza. And remember, Bonanza stays open after every home football game. Bonanza on the Paris Road. Is that it?
Ready for the last 12 minutes of football. It'll bring up second down and 10 at the Tilghman 16-yard line. Hancock over on the sidelines conferring with Coach Morris. Now trots back on the field. He joins the rest of the red-clad jerseyed Cardinals, and let's see if they can do something. Second down and 10 at the Tilghman 16-yard line. Steve Wynn and Jerome Owens are the halfbacks. Morris the fullback. Hancock's the quarterback. The ends are Height and Watson. They'll both play in tight. Garland, McReynolds, Joe Morris, Jackie Dowdy, and Alan Sills combine the front 4. Second down, or third down, excuse me, as Hancock hands off and inside the 15 and down about the 14-yard line. On third down and 2 was Jerome Owens cracking over his own left side, and Owens is down, and he has not gotten up. He's close to the first down. We'll have to wait and see. There's an official's timeout on the field. Owens is down. Ron?
Okay, let's go to Gary Gunn. Gary, you should have a better shot of that than we do up here. He's trying to struggle to get back up. What about him?
Well, I think he just probably got the breath knocked out of him, Brian. He does have a first down. He was about a yard over. The coach's out there talking to him now. I think they'll just have him lay there a while, and he'll be up. We'll have to wait and see, though.
All right, thank you, Gary. Gary did confirm the first down, Ron.
It appears that could be an ankle or something around the calf of his leg. That seems to be, at least from our vantage point up here, what they're talking to. Let's take 30 seconds along the way. We'll be back with more Cardinal football.
Worried that inflation is undermining the value of your homeowner's insurance? At McLean Vaughn 3416 to find out how Superior homeowners can keep inflation out in the cold and away from your door. McLean Vaughn sends, growing with your insurance needs.
Jerome Owens leaves the field under his own steam. Steve Wynn comes in to run from the tailback spot. Cards have it first down and 10 at the Tilghman 14-yard line. Hancock reaches under, hands it off. Jamie Parrott looks for running room and bangs his way down to the 11-yard line. Jim Harris tripped him